Hello students. So in the previous video we have just completed our chapter number 9. Today we are going to start with chapter number 10, that is circles. So as you can understand that circles are very much similar to us, as we have several objects in day-to-day life which form a circles. Okay, so let us understand the introduction part which is given here, and we are going to learn some of the main objects or main parts of circles, that is chord, sectors, segments, etc. Okay, a circle is having, अभी तक जो हमने पढ़ा, in which we are having only a center and a radius. Okay, now today we are going to understand some of the more important parts of a circle. Like we are having a sector. So if we are having a chord, we are having an arc AB and with center O, they are forming like this. This is a sector. So the small part is known as the major sector and the bigger part is known as the minor sector. Same way we are having a segment. If in a circle we are having a chord AB, then they divide a circle in two parts. The smaller part is known as the major segment. This one is the major segment and this one is the minor segment. Okay. So this way we are having some more parts of circle. Like if we are having an arc AB, then they are forming with radius OA and OB. The arc is OAB is forming a major sector and the rest is forming a minor sector. Same way, if you are having a chord AB with the center O, then this smaller part is known as the major segment and the bigger part is known as the minor segment. Okay, now let us understand. You may have come across many objects in daily life which are round in shape, such as wheels of a vehicle, bangles, dials of many clocks, coins of denomination of 50 paisa, rupee 1, rupee 5, key rings, buttons of shirts, etc. In a clock, you might have observed that the seconds hand goes round the dial of the clock rapidly and its tip moves in a round path. This path traced by the tip of the seconds hand is called a circle. In this chapter, you will study about circles, other related terms and some properties of circle. So as I say that we are going to learn about the sectors and segments, and one more thing, that if we are having a chord like this, then this particular from center we are having a perpendicular value which divides a chord in two equal parts. Okay, this particular theorem we are going to prove. Okay, now let us start. Circles and its related terms. Take a compass and fix a pencil in it. Put its pointed leg on a point on a sheet of paper. Open the other leg to some distance, keeping the pointed leg on the same point. Rotate the other leg through one revolution. What is the closed figure? It is a circle. Simple, it is a circle. So the collection, this is the definition of circle, that the collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane is called the circle. That fixed point is known as the center point, and the fixed distance from that particular center we are having a fixed distance which is known as the radius. The fixed point is called the center of the circle and the fixed distance is called the radius of the circle. So in figure 10.3 we are given a circle with radius OP and a center O. Note that the line segment joining the circle. That is, radius is used in two sense, in the sense of line segment and also in the sense of its length. You are already familiar with some of the following concepts of class 7, 6. We are just recalling them. A circle divides the plane on which it lies into three parts. That is, first is inside the circle, on the circle and outside the circle. Okay, inside the circle, which is called the interior of the circle. Second, the circle, and the third part is outside the circle, which is also called the exterior of the circle. The circle and its interior make up as the circular region. If you take 2 points P and Q on a circle, then the line segment PQ is called chord of the circle. As I say that if you are having 2 points and after joining that particular 2 points with the line segment, they are forming a chord, which is known as a chord. The chord which passes through the center of the circle is called a diameter. That diameter is the biggest chord of a circle. Okay, this is a one type of one-liner question, that what is the biggest chord. You can ask. We can ask in a filling the blanks also. The diameter is the biggest chord of a circle. As in the case of the radius, the word diameter is also used in two senses, that is as a line segment and also as its length. Okay. Now, a diameter is the longest chord and all diameters have the same length, which is equal to 2 times the radius. In figure 10.5, we are having AOB is a diameter of the circle. So, how many diameters does a circle have? There are infinitely many diameters because we can draw infinitely many diameters which is passing through the center. We can draw infinitely many diameters of a circle which is passing through a point. Okay, as you can see, a line can pass infinitely from a point. Okay, so as we can see that this point, that is a center, is a point in which we can pass infinitely many lines. Okay, so they are forming a diameter. A piece of circle between 2 points is called an arc. Okay, now look at the piece of circle between 2 points P and Q in the figure 10.6. As you can see in figure 10.6, let's just draw this. This is P point, this is Q point. So this will be the line P to Q is forming an arc. This line is called arc. That is, you find there are two pieces, one longer and the other smaller. The longer one is called the major arc. So this one is known as the major arc and this is known as the minor arc. Okay. This is minor arc of PQ and this is the major arc of PQ. So in figure 10.7 they have differentiate that minor and major arcs. The longer one is called the major arc PQ and the shorter one is called the minor arc PQ. The minor arc PQ is also denoted by PQ. उसके ऊपर आर्क का एक साइन आएगा and the major arc PQ by PRQ. They are putting another point R. So minor arc is PRQ arc and major arc is PQ arc. Okay. So this way we can differentiate both the arcs. Where R is the sum point on the arc between P and Q, unless otherwise stated, arc PQ or PQ arc stands for minor arc PQ. When P and Q are ends of a diameter, then both arcs are equal and each is called semicircle. The length of complete circle is called its circumference. As we know that every particular figure, that is every closed figure having its perimeter, so like square. Square is having perimeter, that is 4 times A. Rectangle is also having a perimeter, it is 2 into L plus B. Same way, the circumference of a circle, which is nothing but the perimeter of a circle, जिसको हमने एक नया नाम दे दिया, which is known as the circumference. This is nothing but the perimeter of circle. So it is circumference. It is known as the circumference of a circle. The region between a chord and either of its arc is called the segment of circular region, or simply a segment of circle. As I told you earlier, in figure 10.8 we are having a PQ chord. So जो नीचे वाला है which is a minor segment and ऊपर वाला जो है वो major segment. Okay, जो मैंने बताया था उसका थोड़ा सा opposite है. जो smaller part है which is minor and bigger part is major. So as we are having a chord AB, so this will be the minor. इससे पहले मैंने जो बताया था उसमें मैंने उल्टा बताया था, बड़ा पार्ट हो जाएगा मेजर. सेम वे इन अ सेक्टर, सेंटर से ये बनेगा. सो दिस इज अ माइनर सेक्टर, दिस विल बी द माइनर सेक्टर एंड दिस विल बी द मेजर सेक्टर. करेक्ट कर लेना. जो स्टार्टिंग का फिगर था हमारा जिसमें मैंने यहाँ पे माइनर बताया था और नीचे मेजर बताया था, उसको सिर्फ करेक्ट कर देना. That the bigger part is known as the major one and the smaller part is known as the minor one. The region between an arc of the arc and the two radii joining the center to the end points of the arc is called a sector. That is shown in figure 10.9. Like segments, you find that the minor arc corresponds to the minor sector and major arc corresponds to the major sectors. In figure 10.9, the region OPQ is the minor sector and remaining part of the circle region is the major sector. When two arcs are equal, that is each is semicircle, then both segments and both sectors become the same and each is known as the semicircular region. Okay, so these are some of the basic concepts. Now let's start with exercise 10.1. Question number 1, fill in the blanks. First, the center of a circle lies in interior. Simple. Interior में आएगा because we are having 3 parts. ये हो जाएगा interior and this will exterior, outside the circle, और ये हो जाएगा on the circle. Second is a point whose distance from the center of a circle is greater than its radius lies on the exterior. अभी radius से ज़्यादा है तो obviously that particular point lies on outside the circle. The longest chord of a circle is diameter. An arc is dashed when its ends are the ends of a diameter, which is simple a semicircle. They are forming a semicircle. Segment of a circle is the region between an arc and a chord of the circle. Segment कैसे बनता है? Arc and chord से. A circle divides the plane on which it lies in 3 parts. It is interior, on and exterior. Write true or false, give reason for your answer. Line segment joining the center to any point on the circle is the radius. Yes, that is true. The circle has only finite number of equal chords. That is wrong because we are having infinite number of chords. If a circle is divided into 3 parts, 3 equal arcs, each one is a major arc. So it is wrong because we are having 2 arcs, that is minor arc and major arc. So always जो भी आर्क बनेगा वो सर्कल को 2 पार्ट में ही डिवाइड करेगा, which is a major and minor. A chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius, it diameter. So it is true. That is diameter D is equals to 2 into radius. That is 2 times radius. So it is diameter. So statement is true. Sector is the region between the chord and its corresponding arc. So it is wrong because हमारे पास जब सेक्टर बनता है then there is no chord, only arc. For sector we are having only arc. For segment we have an arc and a chord. Okay. A circle is a plane figure. Yes, it is a plane figure. It is a collection of points. Okay. So here we have just completed our exercise 10.1. In the next video we are going to start with angles subtended by a chord at a point. Thank you.